Okay, abusia bɛma akɔ aba sonko so ɛde ba POG Media so. Abusia yɛmbonwura ɛyɛ yɛnsɛm no. Afenyo Markin no akɔ akɔyi ne ka. Ɛyɛ ne sɛ na ɔba abɔnten aba abɛ defend Ernest Addison. But wa make you turn aba abɔnten asan so aba betray ɛyɛ Ernest Addison a. Ɛkyɛ sɛ wama ɛyɛ national securities no alert say ɛyɛ Ernest Addison Okonifia, a government officials cars, Esanso, ACCY, HSO or DSC, HSA, Afenyo Markin, Sababonting, Ababe expose, Ernest Addison, Mr. Kwesi Pratt, Onumpudi Asamno, Nebufu, HSA, Afenyo Markins, or Pecasa too much. Or so, Casa sometimes, nay, or say Afenyo Markins, Seb Uja Nadrin, Ofi. Yes, I'm on na yonkonkuti ensema course na answer ne bekono o ensem kan bia fa share comment section like share ma afofro so ensa into me enkebi aha POG Media so
and this is Afenyo Markin. Now Afenyo Markin, I think sometimes he talks too much. He's so much in a hurry to talk that sometimes he leaves his brain behind. You understand? There's this gentleman who is talking, and what is he telling us? That when they went there were 3 official cars in the house. Okay? And that those 3 official cars were driven away, and later his drivers went and picked the official cars and so on. I'm asking myself, retired governor, what are 3 official cars doing in his house? He's not entitled to any official car. If he retires with the vehicle, it becomes his personal property. It is no longer an official vehicle. So if there are 3 official cars in his house, then something was wrong. But this information is coming from Afenyo Markin. Afenyo Markin. I can't believe it. 3 official cars. What were they doing in the former governor's house? Official cars. 3. Not 1, not 2. 3. What? It doesn't end there.
Properly.
In front of me, this newspaper, the new publisher of March 19, 2025, which is just the Thursday which passed. And it has a very, very interesting story. It says that popular politician in Ahmed Swali's case, murder deals, police grab suspect, and I've read the story. The story claims that the suspect who was arrested actually disguised himself, ran out of the country, ran out of the country, and came back clandestinely, and was arrested in a hair salon, so, and he was taken to court and has been granted bail. What an amazing story! You get what I'm driving at?
Yeah.
Somebody suspected of committing murder. The investigating authorities said that he actually disguised, ran out of the country. What does that mean? Why would anybody disguise himself and run out of the country and sneak into the country?
Yeah.
And the person is taken to court and is granted bail. Case, high profile case, exceedingly interesting. And then we are told that somehow, there's a leading popular politician whose name has come up in the investigations, and we are not told who.
Yeah.
Very interesting developments. So are these the investigating authorities we are talking about? I just wonder.
Yeah.
Are these the courts we are talking about? Now, I am not a lawyer like him. Just a layman. Okay? But if there's evidence that somebody who has been arrested for such a high crime actually disguised himself and ran out of the country and sneaked back into the country, there is a high probability of that person jumping bail. You don't have to be a lawyer to understand this. And the courts have granted bail. And there's a very high-profile politician involved. That high-profile politician is being protected. The name is not even being made available to the public. It's being protected. His image is being protected. Are these the investigating authorities we are talking about? Are these the courts we are talking about? I just wonder. You see, yesterday, I was discussing all of these happenings with some friends of mine. And with particular reference to Mr. Ken Oforiatta, I mean, one of my friends said, he has no right to complain. I said, why doesn't he have a right to complain? He said, but he did worse things to Ghanaians. This haircut, pensioners, they couldn't access their own money to buy medicines. They couldn't pay their medical bills. It's even possible that some of them died. So this friend of mine said, he deserves what he's getting. And I cringed. Immediately cringed. Then another friend said, why? What is happening to them is nothing compared to what they did to others. And actually went on to cite the case of Kojotu Mbuafu, who reported to Uroko on numerous occasions, who was harassed for years and so on. So they haven't seen half of what Kojotu Mbuafu has seen. And then I remembered the case of my own very good friend, Mr. Atu Ahoy. He has never told the story publicly. Massa, Mr. Atu Ahoy, what happened to him? I mean, the investigating officers became his virtual home. He was always there. Tens of times, scores of times, and he had no time to do any other thing. Wakes up in the morning, dresses up, and reports, and is questioned, and so on. So somebody says, what are they complaining about? They did worse, and so on. But you see, I listened to all of this carefully. The logic in all of this can only lead to deterioration. What standards are we applying?
Yeah.
If what they did to Chumbuafu was wrong, should it be done to somebody else?
No.
Even if it doesn't meet that threshold. If what they did to Mr. Atu Ahoy was not acceptable, should it be done to somebody else? These are important questions that we should ask and answer. Because it will help all of us grow up. Yes, it is true that the haircut, which was introduced by Mr. Ken Oforiatta, caused havoc. Actually forced a former Chief Justice onto the streets to protest, to demonstrate. Unprecedented in our history. It is true. Okay? And so, what? Please, let's be careful. And so what? You see, Sana, in my short life, I've seen so many things. And I have so many stories to tell. You see, I recall, I think it was 1991. No, 1986. I was in Oshafort. I was locked up in Oshafort with Akoto and Pao, Raf Kugbe, and Kukubago. And one dawn, somebody shouted for us. Shouted our names and so on. turned out to be Mauli Goka. Mauli Goka. And Mauli Goka told us that he was being taken to the firing range. They were going to kill him. Okay? They were going to kill him. And he said that he had a few hours to die. And he was urging us to carry on the struggle. I can never forget this. This was 1986 in Oshaport Prison. When we were taking him away to go and shoot him, he stood by a window and told me the fight had come to. What fight was he talking about? What fight was he talking about? On the verge of his death, he gave us a mission. What was that mission? That mission was to ensure, as far as I'm concerned, that our experiences would never happen to any other person. So I've lived my life saying to myself that what happened to me should never happen to any other person, enemy or friend. So that is the principle with which I am going to look at all of the things that are happening. You see, a lot of people, I hear them say that there was a court warrant. What does that mean? Because all of us, including you, Senna, have had occasion to question judgments from our courts. We have had occasion to say that the Supreme Court was wrong in some of the decisions that it made. Now, if you have done that, what it simply means is that our courts are not divine institutions. There are courts make mistakes. Sometimes our courts side with political authority. That sometimes our courts are not even minded by.
You see, Ghana for sometimes Senka Nyansa ni bi pa etu MP before for home. Or say sa Nyansa ni hunu Nyansa etu MP before for say. So mo be kasa kra criticize about we anko mo ntwen e be ka 3 months ama 2024 December ba to aso na anko makasa. E be du sabre no Ghana for be kasa oh we there munya abotre MPP for ekasa as if say omu free power.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Miss Omo kasa na okreda krewasi na me yam.
Omo kasa as if so free power 20 years ni.
As Akuffo no mo ti baby no ma ba no obi asai Ghana na.
Every mess Ghana is going through today is because of MPP. Move free power 3 months 90 days by. And GBC is one of the many Mesa MPP are leaving behind. GBC is one of the many mess MPP are leaving behind. Okore MPP for strategy on Monday, or more pro to GBC. Or more mentality be say, Esan Sir Rollins by a president. Now, several years. And GBC, most of the improvements in terms of logistics, any equipment, almost do one Umunya under Rollins government. And so they had some mentality ideas to be said. GBC leadership for NDC. And the MPP by and what they did was that they try as much as possible so they take total control. MDC how Director General how do call her policies how do they call her, yet they got to know say they cannot get that total control over GBC. And the young. And what MPP did was that Omo ye say GBC ni channel no no. Ye ton.
Enya kra.
Ye born for sale. Omo frequencies are omo. It was part of MPP's plans and Ghana for a mistake to aba. Edema MPP and regional radio station frequencies are already GBC GTV. Omo frequencies are hold omo tombi. Enti omo ton so nko form toma omo ton ma omo MPP for ho. Enti sen komo we ni ya. Aha, komo we ni ya. Enka o ma take over GBC. Sire baba ne say afekwa de yen privatize it. Enti there won't be any Ghana Broadcasting Company a year limited series no. The same thing. And omo the year Ghana Airways MPP ebebia. You see, give the dog a bad name so that he can hang it. MPP ba bemu. The same approach on the approach Ghana Airways. Ghana Airways ye juma. Kwame Akroma penso eti Ghana Airways ye juma besi Rollins. Kuffo ba ye. Ano kofa esro wusumo. Edom kogu ho. Eno mu di Ghana Airways sika. Passengers gu kutuka airport air train plane no. Na MD Ghana Airport Company the MD and Akuffo now only the plane no
it's not fine
echo birthday party our Nigeria na passengers egukutuka air train plane anu mu di wiki no deliberate omo de o deliberate omo wiki no eno mo ton ye omo ton no mo sisa di ne Ghana International Airline and say Airways eno papa ya same crab mo MPP for mo that omo click and omo toy any good Ghana Airways 8 years and Akuffo Ghana Airways the hu ye ne say afa the Ghana Airways plane no a na nka fa wiem de crofo ko no na afa Ghana Airways no ya to ne dia latenti ya de a choba na crofo ko dia wia fufu ho awia yet Ethiopia line any Ghana Airways almost in the same year
but aeroplane move phone there na come there
that's the legacy of Akuffo and MPP
no use adwena akọ no
that's the legacy of Akuffo na so wutimi reduce national career airline etimi ni ba no be choba emie kodi fufu ho no mo a it tells the legacy of the engine and wo mu engine ton
no almost about pesie ewum body
wo dia no to nchai ukọ STC the same idea Kuffo ba ye ebe inherit STC and omu wiki STC omutimi etutu STC both and not na moton and omu collapse STC Kuffo collapse STC no and omu give you that opportunity to financiers and na di VIP edi OA any sa bars
you say currently last week na penny bi ni meeting komo STC say cars adwuma nyina ye
private
private MPP phone
yes come na turn of them that is MPP's ideology and to weekend STC we we no when him say baby a VIP station war cycle no STC for asase STC for asase na dem VIP MPP or shed that weekend institutional e make profits wo ba no hu saban so e we sika wo mu a na wagu no a na wa ma MPP sponsors and financiers at take over the same business Entiana Akuffo na VIP OA eno omo ye nyina e baaye anom be gi STC adwuma no mugu no go and check all these private transport owners the MPP financiers Mahama baaye 4 years and Mahama sabe revive STC
through
Samonia Madonko delete eto brand new buses edema STC sa peke ya efifi ne sia na Ghana photo obana Mahama ne edit free power ene na MPP sa ba biem and Nana Komia 8 years o collapse STC. I'm no can say STC a collapse. Me say 2024. Either 2023 or 2024 school. Now you see a excursion e will Cape Coast. I was part of the committee at school niti and negotiate. Nana, I drove through STC yard. It's like a ghost town. Bus is about 99% grounded. Sir, Toyota Hesi, over 100 of them, they are grounded in collapse STC. No, making sure it's a private sector, no, and take you over. That is MPP's ideology. Because according to MPP, almost say government has no business in doing business. Almost say, yeah, Baya said yes, obey Juma Eden.
Okay, Abusia winning and Sima also a war political highway. So I hear Afenyo Markins and I just say I'm making you then about expose a year Ernest Addison and as some kids walk. But I'm asking some of the Pinnacle Tisa or do we at the MI POG Media. So, but I'm asking.